The five elements, a perspective. So the five elements were noted in the Huangdi Neijing as an aspect of the world in which we live. This concept is an excellent way to characterize not only the world, it also speaks to the cycles of the year through the seasons as well as through the cycles of a life. This illustration shows the cyclic nature of the five elements. As you can see, they each feed into the other in a never-ending cycle of birth, life, death, and then birth again. Whether you take this literally as rebirth or look at it as the birth of a new life, the cycle continues. I see this not as static elements. Instead, this model of the world is representative of the energetics in the drive that drive the yearly cycle. It is in the movement of each of the five that life moves forward. If they were objects only, there would be no movement and no life, because life is movement and movement is life. So water. The energetic of water is movement and stillness. It deals with the frozen water of the cold months and climates. However, under this frozen water, life thrives and moves. The power is tremendous. Think of a waterfall or how water powered grain mills of the past. It is about beginnings, will, and the wisdom with which each child is born and then forgets. Water feeds the wood, which allows new growth. Today, while on a walk, I saw the first buds of daffodils peeking through their leaves. Those shoots were not there last week. This is the force of the wood. It moves upward and outward, thrusting the ground out of the way in the quest for the sun. In life, this is childhood through adolescence, that quick growth of young childhood to the rising of the teen years. The need to move and be free of constraint characterizes this phase of each of our lives. The wood then provides the fuel for the fire. The world needs warmth, and fire creates that. It also creates the conditions for renewal. A forest fire destroys, and yet it makes way for the new growth that will fill in that which was lost. In destroying the wood, it creates earth. In humans, this is the time of early adulthood. The fires of passion alight, bonds are formed, relationships create the warmth of human connection. Fire leaves scorched plants, which in turn become new earth. The vitality and the abundance of the earth has been fed by the water, which led to the wood, which was consumed by the fire and created new soil in which the plants can grow. This is the harvest of the abundance of nature. It is also the time of harvest of the work of our lives to this point. We were born, grew up, forged bonds, and found ourselves and our work. Now we begin to reap the benefits of those phases of our life to this point. In nature, the strong growth of the wood has moved through the warmth of the fire and are ready to give humans and animals alike their abundance. So metal, this is the decline. It is an inevitable part of life. In nature, the earth hardens into rock. Think of the anthracite that has been compacted in the earth for millennia and become diamonds. It is a time to appreciate the preciousness of life and of our lives specifically. We have contributed, and it is time to pass the baton to newer generations. As the leaves fall from the trees, so too do humans move from the corporeal phase of life into the next aspect. The Wuxing. So the Wuxing is the five phases, the five movements, and this movement is unceasing. Species come and go, and the Wuxing continues. Even as this earth will someday pass through the metal into a new phase, the Wuxing will go on. It is the energetic of the universe, and all of the oneness is contained within it.